Are you interested in creating and using personas? Watch this video and I'll show you how to make and use one. I'm Elena Astilleros and I share tools and skills that will help your organization do even more great work. Subscribe to my channel so you can be notified whenever a new video comes out. Customers and clients interact with you on a daily basis. By the end of this video, you're going to know how to use personas to interact with your clients in a smarter way. I've used personas with large organizations and small organizations to help businesses improve the quality of their products for their customers. And today, you're gonna learn exactly how to do it too. First thing first, let's talk about what a persona is. A persona takes all your clients and customers, and by now I hope you have a few, and it smushes them down into one archetypical character that you can use to make decisions. Now, you can use this to have discussions. You can use this archetype to personalize your work so that you're not building a feature, you're building a product to solve a need. Now that the definition is out of the way, we can talk about how to create a persona. And this part's super simple and fun, especially if everybody is in the same room. You can just create a persona using one of these. Okay, before we write anything on this persona, the important thing to realize is that this persona can be changed later. What the purpose of this exercise is for you to get in the mind of the people who are paying their hard-earned money to keep you in business. So what's important to them? What do they want? Who are they? Because the more you know about that, the better your products and services can be for them. So I'm just gonna show you a blank persona, and mind you, there are many riffs on this persona template. What you want to do is customize it to what serves your needs. The first thing you want to do is put a nice big box here. It is going to be for the picture. You actually want to put a picture of your persona in there later. When we go through the example in a second, I'll show you exactly what that looks like. The next thing is you want to name your persona. So you're going to put name. You're going to figure out what their age is, and you're going to add their profession. So let's talk about their goals. What do they want? What are their stressors? What's stressing them out right now? Stressors. Because that's going to show you, that's going to give you a little bit of empathy onto everything that's coming their way. I mean, right now, most people are really busy, right? So that's probably one of the things that you want to do. What you want to put down is busy if it pertains to your customer. So we'll get to that. And it's stressors and pain points. Because that's going to show you, that's going to give you a little bit of empathy onto everything that's coming their way. What do they hear? And by this, I mean, what are people telling them they have to do? Another one that's really good is what are they thinking? What is going on in their head? I know we talked about what their goals are, but what's really going on in their head? Key to this is that you want to give a headline to your persona. So you want to give them a tagline that will sum them up in a second. There's many other questions that you can pull, but I'm just telling you this low-tech, simple way to do it. Go online, Google user personas, and you'll find all of these templates, and you can just start pulling. There's some that say introvert, extrovert. There's many other questions that you can pull and just add them to this. Before we go to the example, I want to hear, now that you kind of have this template for creating a persona, what is the name of your persona? Now remember, the name of your persona gets to reflect who they are. Share with me in the comments below what your persona's name is. Let's take this through an example. I'm going to use American sports fans and specifically football fans as the example. I think a sports fan in one part of the world is very similar to sports fans in other parts of the world. There's a lot of passion. This guy's like so excited, you don't even know. Yeah! Mike is his name. You know, he needs a little bit of money to be able to buy a lot of these memorabilias and be an amazing sports fan, so I'm gonna put him 45. He's a mid to senior level manager, and his goal is for his team to win. His goal is also to support his team the best way he can, like to really just give his team lots of support. because if he supports his team, they're gonna win. His stressors or pain points, well, let's see. When they lose, and you know, like budget concerns can be a big stressor. Budget and time, right? Time's such a big stressor. So what's their community pressures? So say this is Mike, he's an Eagles fan, Eagles football fan, living in LA. So how does Mike create that sense of being connected with his team? That's part of that's his community pressure, is he's lost his community. What are they thinking? Here's the thing. They're thinking, and here's actually, I'm gonna put it in the tagline. They're thinking EAGLES Eagles. EAGLES Eagles, that's their chant. So what are they thinking? They think they want it to win. They want to have fun. They want their team to win. Your Eagles franchise can then take this and make better decisions with it. Speaking of better decisions, let me show you how else you can use your user persona. Whenever you're developing something, so I am the owner of the Eagles franchise or the merchandising department, I'm gonna actually start talking about, I want this hat, or I'm deciding between two types of patterns for my next logo. And I'm like, well, which one is Mike gonna like more? It's no longer which one should I choose? There's so many fans. You're now choosing for Mike, because Mike has become the amalgamation of all Eagles fans. Now you can also take Mike's persona and you can use Mike through a user journey, and that allows you to see how Mike interacts with your brand, what Mike's doing before Mike makes a decision to buy anything from your brand, what Mike does during using your brand items, after, and you can start making better decisions on more of what Mike wants and needs. Here's the final thing. Here's a tip. When you have your personas, sometimes something's gonna be a little off. What if you have a totally different persona? What if you have a teenage woman or a young woman who loves going up into the bleeder seats and goes for a different reason than Mike? Then you can actually realize you have two different personas. The final thing you can do with your persona is you can validate your persona. Is this really your amalgamation of your client base? Is it one person? Sometimes when you're actually making it to make decisions and the decisions aren't working, it might be that either you need to adjust, maybe the age is not correct, or maybe the income is off, or what they want or what they need, you can adjust this. But sometimes it might actually be that you need two personas. And so you need to develop a second one to discuss a whole different set of needs and a whole different person so that you can market better to them. I've just taken you through a really quick and dirty way to develop persona. But to be honest, developing a persona is better done in a workshop, because you could get lots of minds together to solve the problem and really calibrate who you're serving. I've created a guide on how to run great workshops, and it tells you the steps on what to do before, during, and after a workshop to get the best results. Follow the links in the comments below and I'll take you to where you can get that guide. If you liked today's video, please like and subscribe. But now I have a question for you. Do you have any questions about this material? Because if you do, please share them in the comments below. Having personas humanize your work. It takes you from a company who is trying to get more money out of people to a company that is solving better and bigger problems for the individuals they serve. Thank you for taking the time to watch this, and I hope to see you again soon.